Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I make new videos every single week and I have so many fun videos coming up for you guys, so make sure you subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. Not gonna lie, I had a totally different video planned for this week, but I don't know, I've kind of felt out of it recently and I just really wanted to make some good comfort food. So that is what I'm gonna be doing today. I am gonna be making my famous vegan pot pie. I made a little recipe card in here for you guys to screenshot, and also the written recipe will be in the description box below if you're interested in making this at home. Also, if you would like to check out my other vegan cooking and baking videos, I will leave a playlist link up here in the description box below for you to check out as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my vegetable broth. I'm using this vegan bouillon concentrate that you dilute with water, so I'm mixing up about 2 cups of that and putting that over medium-low heat until it starts to simmer. And once it does, I will take that off the heat and put it to the side. While I'm waiting on that, I am chopping up all my vegetables. I did not know how big this onion was going to be until I cut it all up, but I decided to prep it for an upcoming meal, so you'll see me cook that as well. But I only ended up using about half of what I chopped up here, so the amount of onion I actually used is about half a cup. Next, I'm chopping up about 2 cups of carrots into these little pieces here, which ended up being about 5 large carrots. And for the potatoes, I'm just doing the same thing. I ended up chopping up 3 of those, which amounted to 3 cups. Now that all the prep is done, it is time to actually start cooking. First, I am putting about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my pot, and I'm putting that over medium-low heat. Next, I'm adding in my onion, and I'm cooking that until it's almost transparent, which usually takes about 2 minutes. Like I said before, I ended up putting the whole onion in here, but I took about half out and saved it for a future dinner. I also added just about a teaspoon of minced garlic into the onions and cooked that for another minute or so until the onions are fully transparent. Next, I'm adding in the carrots and potatoes, and I'm going to let that cook for about 10 minutes, stirring it just every once in a while. After that, I'm adding about 1.5 cups of frozen peas into our mixture and letting it cook for another 5 minutes. Once those 5 minutes are up, I'm going to slowly sprinkle in about 1/3 cup of flour and make sure all the veggies are coated in it before I slowly add in the 2 cups of veggie broth plus an extra cup of water. You can also add in your seasonings at this point. I just used a teaspoon of sage and 1.5 teaspoons of thyme along with some salt and pepper to taste. After everything is all mixed in, I'm covering that again and letting it cook for another 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. While that is cooking, I'm going to prep the pie dough. For this, I'm using these Pillsbury dough sheets. They're actually accidentally vegan and they make the most amazing pie crust, so I'm just unrolling that and cutting them in half. I'm taking one of the pieces and pressing it into the bottom of my greased 6x6 baking dish. Once the 10 minutes is up on the vegetables, I'm going to ladle this mixture into the pie dish, and I'm covering that with the other half of the dough sheet. Make sure you press together the crust so the filling doesn't overflow out the sides. I also cut 4 tiny holes right at the top to let the steam escape while it was baking. And finally, I am baking this in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes or until the top is golden brown. And what's great about this recipe is it actually makes 2 of these 6x6 pans, so while that was baking, I prepped the other one the exact same way, and I'm again baking that for 10 minutes. And then they're all done. My family loves this recipe so much. It's relatively easy to make, there isn't a ton of cleanup, and it is one of my favorite comfort foods ever. So that was my vegan pot pie recipe. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you guys feel about this single recipe in a video. I usually do a compilation of like 3 or 4 of them, so let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel and turn my bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. If you guys have any suggestions on recipes you would like me to try out, please feel free to leave those down in the comments below. I really enjoy making these videos, and I would love to hear from you guys about what you would like to see. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Stay safe, stay healthy, make good choices, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.